hit the like, subscribe, and share button. Look, I don't know what I'm doing. All I know is I got a message from God, and He told me to just start talking. You know, I did. I was. I got a lot of cleaning up to do with myself, but the only thing I'm asking people not is to judge me or criticize me, because I know you'll probably get on YouTube and see some videos or something that I did previous to this, but I'm new to this. I'm new to doing what God tell you to do. So I'm just asking people to bear with me. If you got a message for me, send me the message, man. Send me the scripture, send me the message. I'm trying to stay on my toes and stay on my game, because I was asked, I wasn't really asked to do this by God. I was told to do this, and I kept telling him, I don't know what to do. I don't know if I can do it. And he just told me, listen, just talk, and you ain't got to change your heart. Just change your ways. And it's a lot of stuff that and I got a lot of demons that I used to face that I'm dealing with, and I got to change, and I got to get out of my life. But I can't do it by myself. I'm not forcing nobody to listen to me. I'm not trying to scare nobody or nothing like that. I'm just saying this. I'm on a mission, you know what I'm saying? And my number one thing is I owe the debt to God. And once I realized that, and once I realized how much God was protecting me and what He was doing for me and the things that God has done for me, and when I look back on my life, right now I'm at the point to where I gotta do it. It ain't even me. It's the debt owed. And I feel like I'm already been on borrowed time and stuff like that, man. I can think of a lot of times when I ain't supposed to be here. So I had to be being protected. So don't judge me yet. I'm saying, I'm saying, just help me. Send me the scriptures I need. I'm not no, I'm coming from the streets. I'm coming from, I'm coming from the world. Everything that goes on in the world, I'm coming from that. And if I know one thing is, I'm trying not to judge nobody, and I ain't trying to get judged. I'm just, and I believe everybody deserve a second chance, and everybody can do it if they put their mind to it and they obey what God tell them to do. I'm just obeying what I was told to do. I was told to do something. So a message came to me, and I said, and it was so clear that I was like, shoot, you got to do it. You know what I'm saying? And I had to cut out a lot of things, and I had to switch a lot of things in my life and do a lot of things, give up a lot of things that I was really offering to do, love doing. And this is, I love, I'm in my studio right now. I love doing music, but if it's not right, I'm not doing it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not finna turn it on. I'm not finna make no beats. I'm not finna write no songs or nothing like that. I don't care how much of the urge. I'm trying to get that stuff out of my system, because it wasn't right and it wasn't working for me. It sounded good at the time, man, but when you're in the world, man, and you doing a lot of stuff that you ain't got no business doing, everything sounds good and right. As long as your mind is being occupied and you getting what you think you need or you think you want. But yeah, I'm just saying, listen, I'm new to this. I'm new to talking. I'm new to talking about God. I'm new to trying to save my soul, just save myself. I'm new to this. I ain't pushing what I'm going through on nobody or none of that. I'm not doing none of that. I'm just telling you my story and what I've been going through and how it's benefited me. And it's benefited me a lot. I thank God that He took a lot of things out of my life. And some of the things, He took it away that I really wasn't expecting. But hey, if it's got to go, it's got to go. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate God. I appreciate the opportunity to show my appreciation and give my praise, because I would have never thought that I would be sitting up talking about this or doing this. And I don't write nothing down. I don't script nothing. I just get on here and I just talk, and that's what God told me to do. Hey, don't Don't worry about it. Just talk, and let them know what you done been through and what you going through, and let them know that they can get through it the same way you getting through it. So, and my whole message is listen to God, man. Just listen, and a lot of times we don't think it's God talking to us, but a lot of times God be talking to us, man, and we be ignoring the messages and everything, So, number one thing I'm trying to get used to is praying more than normal and meditating more than normal and thinking with a clear head and not making decisions based on how I used to make decisions. About my thing is to try to let God lead first. And sometimes it helps, sometimes I can get through it, but sometimes I had to sit back and just sit down and think about it because, my old way of thinking will kick in. So I have to do it that way, man. And have to not doubt God, man. If he got you on a mission, you just do the mission. So I'm just asking everybody to bear with me. You know what I'm saying? If you got a question or if you got a message or if you got a scripture, anything that I can use to continue my journey and just because I really don't consider it as a battle. I consider it as a task. God giving me a task, and I'm just trying to complete the task, or I'm trying to stick with the mission that he got me on. So, but like I say, the only thing I can tell you is what I've been through and what I go through. And I'm loving it. I ain't gonna even lie. I'm loving it because I got a peace of mind, man. I ain't had a peace of mind, man. Probably since I was a kid, man. Like 13, 14, when you waiting to go outside on Saturday morning to play and do what you got to do in the summertime. I probably ain't had a peace of mind like I got now since being a kid. Everything else being, it's like survival mode. And I don't think that's a good way to live, to always be in survival mode. You have to survive and you have to protect yourself, but to always be in survival mode means that you make some bad decisions and you putting yourself in the wrong predicaments. So it just feels good to not worry about stuff like that, man, or worry about problems and stuff. God been protecting me for a long time. And I'm just not realizing it, man. I'm just like really not realizing how blessed I've been. But I can say this: no matter what I've been through, no matter what I done faced, I never stopped praying. Even when I didn't believe in the prayers that I was saying, I never stopped praying. It was a habit, and I thank my mama for giving me the habit to pray. Because prayer helps and prayer comes. It don't be how you see it in your head, but prayers come true. God answers prayers. It just don't be how you think they're going to be answered. But he answered. And once I started looking back and seeing a lot of prayers that I asked for being answered, I was like, yeah, well, he did answer that prayer. He did answer that prayer. He did answer that prayer. So I thank God that he gave me an opportunity. I thank God that he spoke to me and gave me the opportunity to get it together or you out of here. So all I'm asking y'all is just bear with me and look out for me. Help me out, man, because like I say, I'm new to this, but I got a message, but, I got to learn how to deliver the message. So that's what I'm working on now, just learning how to deliver the message. Yeah, it's all unscripted. So you watching the videos, like the videos, subscribe, and share them. I ain't asking for nothing. I'm just saying roll with me, rock with me, show me how to help me out. I'm trying to get a lot of things out of my life, so look out for me. I appreciate y'all too.